Good morning, everybody. Mario coming to you from the bed. This is becoming a routine. I think it works well because I literally start recording within minutes of waking. So I did take a few minutes to look at my phone this morning, and because I have this thing now, I don't know if you guys are doing it. I don't watch the news in the morning anymore. I can't. I look at my phone to see if there's any crazy shit going on, and then I don't watch news until afternoon. If there's nothing crazy, I don't watch news till after 4 o'clock, because it's messing with my head way too much, and it's not worth it. It's nothing new. It makes me angry. I've turned into another person. So, no. But I wanted to talk about this thing about I know I look like a leopard. Look at this. Lord. You know, see, it's what happens when we. Okay, so the isolation is getting to me, y'all. I'm admit it. It's getting weird. It's getting to me. I don't know if it's getting to you guys, but it's getting to me. It's getting to me. Every day I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. So anyway, it's getting to me. But we got to talk about this virus syndrome thing, because I think that I'm one of the people who have one of those long kind of COVID things. Because, okay, I admit, some days I was staying up and not eating. Bad habits. But other days I ate well and slept well. And just lately I went to bed, like yesterday and the day before, I went to bed early. And I still feel like worn out. And I get up in the day and start the day kind of good and get tired really fast. Like yesterday, I got up, I felt good, got all dressed to do work, did like 2 hours of work. 2 hours. And it was like, I'm tired. Oh. So I don't know about you guys, but maybe, and that's what they're starting to talk about now. I'll remind you. I had 2 negative tests, including the PCR, the nasal swab, and the serology. And I published some of the stuff. Even the serology has up to, like, I found 20% false negatives. This shit, see, but we got used to that in medicine. In medicine, we talk about the false negatives and false positives. Because that's why you have to manage. You have to use that information to manage patients. Like I told everybody, I would totally tell another patient who was experiencing exactly what I was having. I would tell them specifically, I don't care what the tests say. I believe you have had it. We have issues with the tests. Everybody believes you have to use your medical judgment to determine the people. Okay, and by the way, let me tell you this. As far as I'm determining, and I'm going to check around, I haven't done it this week, but no one in LA was doing routine testing of the hospital staff because the test was so unreliable. In other words, that's why every place I was checking, now let me know if something new has changed, because it would have been a change, because it wasn't being done before. Cedars, UCLA, Kaiser, nobody routinely, the county, routinely testing staff. Okay, because the tests are no good. Okay, so that's part of the problem. So roll out the no good tests. Right. Okay, update on the vaccine. It ain't flying. They're doing good because what they can do is, because there's often like 10 approaches to this. See, when you have worldwide cooperation, there's 10 approaches to a problem. These people tackle two, these people tackle two, you tackle two. It's something like that, and then you share data. Because of Trump, none of that shit is really happening for the U.S. Okay, well, I don't know. Because the scientists have their own connections. Like a scientist in Atlanta will have a friend in China. Okay? So who they discuss this shit because this is their life. So I don't know. I sure hope Biden has a plan, because they need to hit the ground running with a massive public information campaign. See, what I'm looking at right now, see, what's the part you guys don't understand? I started off and said, I'm tired of being in lockdown. But you understand, goddammit, we're going to stay in lockdown until y'all start doing something. How about perpetual lockdown for 5 years? With all your businesses going broke, because some of you assholes don't get it. This is not a flexible choice type of situation. Okay? So your civil rights may have to go on the back burner. If you really believe that it's okay for you to act a goddamn fool, we may have to put your ass in jail, in a special COVID jail. Okay? All right? That's what's going to come to. You can't respect your civil rights when everybody's dying. I keep trying to warn everybody. Herd mentality. Oh, Lord. Shit. Dumb shit. God damn it. Herd immunity means you let everybody basically get it, so there's nowhere else for the virus to spread. And if everybody gets it, you can count on a 3% death rate. Calculate that yourself. If you let everybody in the U.S. get it, which is 327 people, 320. See? Brain is the third thing to go. If you let everybody in the U.S. get it, which is 327 million, 3% of them will be dead. How about this? Why don't you Google the population of the whole world and then calculate 3% of that? Okay? All right? So what happens is with herd immunity, the virus continues to spread until there's nowhere really else to go. People, I've read estimates that once you have 70 to 80% of the population infected, 70 to 80%, that leaves very little pockets for the virus to spread to. And even then, you would still have little outbreaks all the time. So herd immunity means 3% of the whole United States population dies. Alexa, what's 3% of 327 million?
3% of 327 million is 9.81 million.
9.8, well, thank you, Alexa. It's artificial intelligence. They do everything but give you some love. Anyway, so that's how many would die. You got it? And to me, but here's the thing. Y'all gonna get the vaccine. See, what y'all don't understand is you ain't seen death. I seen death. Oh, I seen a bunch of death. I seen more death than most people see unless you in combat. Okay? So I seen death. So y'all ain't seen death. So when you start seeing that death, oh, you line up? I have no doubt. Right now, 50% of black people say they will not get the vaccine. You want to watch that figure change astronomically? As the deaths start, see, what percentage of the U.S. has been exposed? See, in a minute, when all that death starts to get around you guys, everybody gonna change. I know. I see some of you, I ain't getting the vaccine. Yeah, right. Your ass will be the one in line waiting 6 hours because the people around you will be dead. Okay? That's the part you act like you got a choice. Right. Good luck on that shit. See, you know what the problem is? Some of us been in lockdown since March. I've been in lockdown. I'm not doing perfect, but better than most of you people. I've had like I think it's a total of 4 or 5 visitors since March. Something like that. If you want to count the people who came by for a second to pick up a camera in the driveway. So, no. That's the way it goes. Y'all, we got to adjust. This is what's happening. This is the new norm. And because you guys won't do nothing, because you won't distance, because you won't get a vaccine, because you won't do anything, we're going to be in shutdown for the next 5 years. Oh, okay, let me put it like this. Not all of us, when they get the vaccine that works, see, let me explain the vaccine too, because there's some issues with that. Eventually they'll come up with it. Part of the thing with the vaccine is that they're going to eventually be forced to use whatever they got. See, that's the thing about vaccines too. You understand? Sometimes you got to use let's say the vaccine is only 30% effective. Well, maybe you have to get 3 boosters. See, what they're trying to get for you is a vaccine they can give to you one time. But maybe they ain't going to get that. See, it may be that the vaccine requires 3 boosters or a booster every year. It could be like other vaccines that you have to get boosters, like tetanus and all that, because you may not get a good enough antibody response. And by the way, the antibody response you can get from a vaccine can be better, stronger, and longer lasting than from natural infection. Y'all don't know that either. So even though the COVID infection may last and give you 3 months, as they're wondering, which is hard to believe, because that's like, I mean, there are colds that do that, but goddamn, is it gonna be like that? I mean, mostly you get like a year, but okay, so what? We may get 3 months of natural antibody protection after you're sick. That wouldn't be shit. 3 months of natural antibody protection after you've had COVID? That's not shit. Okay, I want you guys to understand you'll get sick again. That's what they're worried about. So the vaccine may have a better antibody response. And plus, there will be boosters. See, the concept of boosters is out there. Y'all got boosters of shit. You get antibody, you get a vaccine, then you get boosters to boost the antibody response. So here's the problem with no one trusting the government and a worldwide pandemic. And you may have to don't have a vaccine, and if you're going to find one, they are wishing it had 60% effectiveness. Shit. They're wishing, praying for 50%, 60. They'll take 50%. See, they publish this stuff, what they'll take. They'll take whatever they can get. Okay? They take whatever they can get. Because what's going to happen if the vaccine is 30% effective, they're going to start vaccinating healthcare workers now and start giving them boosters. That's what's going to happen. See, once it's a safe vaccine, then I'm getting it. Okay? So y'all, I know I hate to be the brother teaching black folks about vaccines. Lord, I never thought that would come to that. But this is different. If you read the numbers and you black, you gonna die. First of all, I love my people. We all fat. Love my people. Love black people. I was fat. Everybody fat. The kids are fat. I'm a pediatrician. These are the worst looking children we've ever seen in our lives. All the kids is fat. So first of all, we got to deal with that. And it's not about body shaming. It's not about body shaming. We got to find a way to do with this in a society where we don't body shame people. We don't shame, and we show people love and concern, but we encourage them toward healthy. Black people cannot be the standard of fatness for the entire world. I'm sorry. And we cannot make that the new norm. The new norm cannot be that we're going to all be black and fat. I'm sorry. No, we will die. This is real. This is death. Okay? It ain't about choice or what you like. It's about death. Okay? We can't ventilate fat people like that. You know what happens when I put you on a vent and you weigh 300 pounds? You got 40 pounds of fat sitting on your chest. I'm trying to ventilate you, and you got a 4-year-old sitting on your chest. Lay down and let a 4-year-old sit on your chest and try to breathe. That's what the machine is doing. That's why you won't survive. Okay? That's why I'm right. People say, why am I so adamant about what I'm doing? Because I recognize that you're going to die, and it is my duty. My sworn duty. I prayed to God when I became a physician. So it's my sworn duty to do this. I have to do this shit because it's my job. Whether I'm retired or not, it's my job. It's my job because the good Lord allowed me to become a physician, a black man in these days. And because of that, I owe something. I got to pay dues. And part of those dues is to educate you all. That's my dues. So, almost 15 minutes this morning, Lord. So anyway, y'all, pay attention to this stuff. We got to do something, or else, like I told you, you will be in perpetual lockdown, ongoing, with regular outbreaks. Imagine this, every 6 month outbreak. Okay, that's what you opting in for. If you think that that's the way to go, y'all. You know what? This is why we got to pay for education. Cause I'm sorry, the education or lack of thereof is also showing. A bunch of y'all don't know shit about science. You know, some of the shit about this you can learn if you're a young kid watching science fiction movies on the TV. The kids know more of this because they watch cartoons. Adults don't seem to know shit about science. Maybe it's a chance to educate yourself. The internet is out there, there's Google. Start to educate yourself about resources that are reliable. But goddamn, I'm telling you, Mario in the bed, once again, I'm gonna get up, see how this COVID has affected me today, because I still have been having, like I said, symptoms. Oh, let me see. See, I can get up like right now. See, I'm feeling good. Damn. Now watch. I'll go get started and my ass will go. Yeah, damn. Anyway, so I'm getting up. Bye. Watch out. Pay attention. Vote.